Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, May 31. Effective today, May 31, the Bank of Jamaica has reduced the rate for its 30-day certificate of deposit from 5.25 to 5%. The 30-day certificate of deposit is the benchmark for other interest rates, and lending facilities linked to this policy rate should fall by a similar 0.25 percentage points. The adjustment reflects the central bank's assessment that the inflation outlook for fiscal year 2016-2017 will continue to be favorable.
Looking forward, the bank's policy stance will be geared towards maintaining low inflation as our contribution to the foundation for higher GDP growth in Jamaica. The bank's inflation target for fiscal year 2016-17 has been lowered or set at a lower rate than last year, and that is 4.5% to 6.5%.
The BOJ governor was speaking at the bank's recent quarterly press briefing. He said the inflation target was based on the assumption that international commodity prices would gradually increase and that there would be continued improvements in domestic demand. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced a 4-point work policy towards full employment for all Jamaicans. Dubbed L.E.G.S, the policy will provide learning, which is compulsory education and apprenticeship, earning through an employment program, giving through volunteer work, and saving for retirement.
The government must provide the opportunities for all Jamaicans by virtue of their stage in their life cycle to be actively engaged in a productive activity that would help them with their health, their earnings, their savings, and their need to give back.
Prime Minister Holness says the program is currently being fine-tuned and should move towards the consultation phase in the coming weeks. He was speaking on Friday at the opening of the 2016 Jamaica Employers Federation Convention held at the Montego Bay Convention Center in St. James. While addressing the JEF convention, the Prime Minister also announced that government was prioritizing the rollout of a human resource management information system. He said it was part of plans to eliminate waste and increase efficiency of the over 130,000 public sector workers.
You would have gotten significant benefits. You would have removed redundancies that are caused by duplications, errors in your own documentation, just the ease of the administration of your staff would save you significantly. And this is one way in which we could reduce our wage to GDP without removing even one person, even one job from the public sector. Just by ensuring that A, all persons who work for the government are properly documented.
Instructions have been given for the Jamaica Defence Force to make talented members available to serve on government boards. Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave the directives on the weekend as he addressed the 49th Victoria Cross dinner at Up Park Camp.
If we are going to advance the national security, we will have to utilize our army in the advance of our economic and social security. Indeed, we can't separate the national security from our economic and social security.
Mr. Holness added that he would be convening meetings of the National Security Council and the Defence Board to discuss a range of development plans.
Being connected, then the bird moves to where we have had the traditional deficit implementation. And that is where we have to now figure out how do we utilize not just the minds, the creativity, the solutions which we can all jointly come up with, but how do we utilize the talent here for implementation?
Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett and his director are now in Japan as part of efforts to re-engage the market in that country. According to the minister, 2 decades ago, Jamaica received upwards of 20,000 Japanese visitors per annum, but that has since declined to roughly 2,000 per annum due to a long economic slowdown in Japan and other factors. Minister Bartlett says he's hoping to tap into the over 17 million Japanese who travel overseas annually. He will also speak at the World Tourism Organization's Conference on Tourism and Technology, which is being held in Nara, Japan on June 2. The team left the island on Sunday and will return on June 6. And finally, the Creative Production and Training Center, CPTC, has relaunched and rebranded its cable channel to share content devoted to Jamaican stories and experiences. JAMVISION is now up and running on Flow Channel 116 and Digicel Play Channel 18. It has been lauded by Culture Minister Olivia Grange. While addressing last Thursday's launch at the CPTC studio, she said JAMVISION would play a great role in strengthening the cultural identity of our people and serve as a vehicle to share more of our stories abroad.
Our cultural agreements with friendly countries have spaces for the exchange of content and partnerships in the creative industry, such as in the area of film. These are avenues that CPTC must now engage to ensure that elsewhere in South Africa, Cuba, Colombia, etc., our images are shared in light of the global attraction to and the taste for Jamaican creative products and services.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching.